Hey, Mark McDonald here, and I want to do a quick 1% coaching about the speed of your metabolism. Now, people think that, once you hit your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, it's a lost cause, and you kind of have to accept what happens with your body. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. You can actually reprogram your body. Now, you might have done some dieting in the past. You might have done some things that actually hurt your metabolism, but guess what? You can get right back. You can start where you are and actually reprogram your body. And there's 5 things I want to share. Number 1, I'm going to talk about your set point and your weight regulating mechanism. I'll talk about how your body has this internal set point. Your body type, there's 3 types. And based upon your body type, it might mean a little more work, but you can reprogram your body. Blood sugar. When you balance your blood sugar, you balance your hormones. Number 4, movement. It's all about your movement because your muscle is your metabolism. So you want to get smarter with your activity. And then number 5 is your goal. When you think of 1 through 4, you can get your body and your metabolism going, and then you can dial it up a little bit based upon what the goal that you have. So let's start with the set point. So I want you to think about the room you're in. Like my room right now, I have a thermostat in my office that's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And if it gets a little warmer than 70 degrees, an AC kicks on to lower it. If it gets colder than 70, heater kicks on to maintain this temperature. Your body's the same way when you think about this weight regulating mechanism. It's in part of your brain called the hypothalamus, and it's basically you're born with it, and it tells your body to store or waste. The lower the set point, the faster the metabolism. The higher the set point, it means a slower metabolism. And the problem is that when you get older and you diet and you restrict and you lose muscle and you go through these ebbs and flows of this yo-yo syndrome, that set point gets higher and higher. And this is why things that you did in your 30s or your 20s won't work in your 40s and 50s. But the good news, you can change that. Because genetically, when we think about it, there's 3 main types of body types, and there's always like hybrids in between, but an ectomorph is that real fast metabolism, low set point, fast metabolism, and it's similar to a road bike, built for speed. A mesomorph has a medium set point, so you can store body fat, or you can build muscle. I have a mesomorph type body. When I was little, probably a mixture between ecto and meso, and that's more like a mountain bike. And then an endomorph, my mom is a yo-yo dieter growing up. She would always say, I look at food and I gain weight. That's a higher set point, slower metabolism. But this is the bikes analogies I would use: road bike, mountain bike, and maybe like a beach cruiser. The good news is this: if you're driving from California to New York on those bikes, all those bikes can still cross that finish line. They can still get there. All it's going to mean is that based upon where you are, your body type, it just might mean that you have to be a little bit smarter. You have to dial in a little bit more. But it's understanding that internal set point and the genetics that you were born with and things that happen. But it's not a lost cause. I think that's what's important. Many times people feel like it is what it is, and it's not. You can reprogram your body, and I'm going to show you how. So once you know your starting point, and that's really what you were born with, your genetics, and everything you've done from your first breath to where you sit right now is your starting point. Once you know that, well, now let's get to work and find out what you want to do. The first step, and you see me do all this about blood sugar, because when your blood sugar is balanced, your hormones are balanced. Every time you diet, you burn muscle. Every time that you overeat, you're storing body fat, you're releasing insulin. Our goal is protein, fat to slow down digestion, protein affects that hormone glucagon, carbs, insulin. The combination of these 3 doesn't just balance your blood sugar. It balances your entire endocrine system. And your systems, your hormones, when you think about all of your different hormones and your digestion in your gut, it's all about creating this balance within your blood sugar. So when you can implement that, when you can eat within an hour upon waking, when you can have your proteins, your fats, your carbohydrates, not too much, not too little, just the right amount, and you're in this wave, your hormones are balanced, your body's winning for you. You're letting your body release its stored fat, build muscle to win. Then that moves into your movement. When your blood sugar is balanced and every pound of stored body fat you have is approximately 3,500 calories. So imagine this: you're feeding your body consistently, you're releasing that stored fat, and then that stored fat gets burned up in your muscle because it's all about movement. Fat is primarily burned in your muscle. So when I think about right now, I'm doing this video, I'm standing. So it's not just about what you do exercise-wise. It's not just about if you go to the gym. You gotta love your exercise, but it's also what are you doing at home? What are you doing at work? What are you doing? By me standing, I'm burning 3 times more calories than if I was sitting. It's getting smarter with your movement. So once you know, okay, my set point. This is where I am, my body type. Let me get to work with my blood sugar. Let me move my body. Now you have the formula to reprogram your metabolism. Now the final piece is your goal. And this is where we all, myself included, have challenges. So there's 4 levels of health. One's at risk. The second is being healthy. The third, I'm writing fast here, is fit. And the fourth is performance. Let me do that. So at risk, healthy, fit, and performance. Now this is the reality. If you're at a place where you're unhappy, you're unhealthy, your body fat's too high, you're not feeling good, you're at risk for many things. We know this. You don't have to be 4% body fat. You don't have to have a 6-pack stomach. That's performance oriented. Our goal and your goal is to find a place where you feel healthy, where you feel good every day, where your joints aren't hurting, when you feel like you can move, you can do what you want. That's what it is. It's not a number on the scale. It's not where you look in the mirror. It's making sure that you feel like your energy's strong, your food is strong, you don't have cravings, you're shifting internally and externally. That's a healthy level, so you're no longer at risk. Now, a fit level is where I live. When I was fitness modeling and I was playing soccer, I was performance. But I never want to live at 5% body fat again. I shared my PFC3 journey and someone said, hey, you should drop back down to that 4 to 5%. No, thank you, because I don't need to. If you're healthy, you don't need to be fit. I make choices. With Abby, Hunter, and Hope want pizza. It's not that I can't have gratification meals, because I do, but I can't have it as much if I want to stay at that about 9 to 12% body fat. I need to just eat a little bit cleaner all the time. That's a choice I make because I want to hike the Appalachian Trail. I want to do Sky Zone. I want to take it easy on my joints because I'm 50. You know, all of these variables that come into play. But if you're performance oriented, you just got to rack it up, make it a little bit tighter. That's the point I'm making, that when you get clear on your metabolism, you get clear on where you're starting from, and you get clear on the goals that you want to achieve, you can make a decision. Okay, this is what I need to do to achieve that goal. Not deprivation, not carb restriction, but actually eating to fuel your body to win forever. And then all you have to do is tweak it a little bit more. If you want to turn it up a little bit, you can clean it up even more. You can avoid all the gluten, all the dairy. You don't have to do gratification meals because it's based upon your goal. This is what education's all about. It's not about going to a fad. It's not about doing something else. It's about getting smarter about your food, about your movement, so you control your destiny. That's your assignment. Get clear on what you want with your health. Implement these 5 strategies and understand that age will never define you. You determine your health success, and yes, you can reprogram your metabolism. To the next video. Bye.